Starbucks, a company known for its ever-changing beverages, collaborations, and holiday collections that make people go feral. A universally recognized chain with a trendy design and a cool atmosphere. Baristas wearing a green apron, working tirelessly, and a logo and cup so iconic that it is the go-to accessory for any pop walk any celebrity does. That is Starbucks, or at least what it used to be. But Starbucks has been having a tough time lately. Their profits are dropping, customers are not as satisfied, the lines are too long, and changing CEOs almost as quickly as their seasonal drinks doesn't seem to be that helpful. Starbucks has been having many issues with their public image. The company has been facing accusations of underpaying workers, understaffing, union busting, tax evasion, and supporting Israel, the latter being denied by the company. Interestingly, however, in October 2023, when Starbucks Workers United, the union for Starbucks employees, posted a pro-Palestinian message on social media, Starbucks was very quick to denounce the union's support and to sue them for trademark infringement and implying the union supports terrorism. So what exactly is Starbucks beyond its almost or even more than 32,000 stores worldwide? Is it stylish, trendy, and cool? Or is it an exploitative company? So come with me and let's dive in together. Chapter 1. What's happening behind the scenes? As of the 23rd of November 2025, many unionized Starbucks workers are on strike. So let's explore why. Behind the shiny, polished surfaces, there are countless of underpaid and overworked baristas who are tired of being treated like they are as disposable as the plastic cups they write names and drew hearts on. And now, they are standing up for their right. But how did they get there? Starbucks wants to make it seem that unionized partners are just entitled people who don't appreciate that they have the best job in retail. But is it really the best job in retail? According to Starbucks Workers United, the union representing around 11,000 workers, Starbucks is very far from being the best job in retail. Between the union and the company, bargainings began in April 2024 with dozens of tentative agreements reached. By December 2024, Starbucks rejected the baristas' economic proposals and offered a package that failed to address pay, hours, or staffing. So basically, all that the baristas were asking. Baristas also filed over 100 unfair labor practice charges as Starbucks imposed new policies without union agreement. Starbucks promised to finalize a fair contract with union workers by the end of 2024, but failed to do so and did not address the numerous outstanding unfair labor practice charges. When the union proposed economic solution in October 2024 to increase pay, improve staffing, the company rejected them, leaving workers to either accept nothing or continue fighting. So what are the demands of the workers? 1. Better hours to fix understaffing and ensure access to benefits. We will talk about this later. Higher take-home pay to help baristas make ends meet. 3. Resolution of outstanding unfair labor practice charges tied to union busting. I think these are all pretty fair demands, and basically what they say is that baristas are fed up with union busting and stalled negotiations, and they just want fair pay, better conditions, and a sustainable future at Starbucks. Since the union's demands weren't met, they announced they are going to organize a strike, which would start at the 13th of November. Now let's see what was Starbucks' response to this. Starbucks Chief Partner Officer Sarah Kelly provided an update on bargaining with Workers United, noting that fewer than 4% of US baristas are unionized and that over 17,000 locations remain open. Starbucks says it has negotiated in good faith, reaching over 30 agreements, and remains ready to resume talks. The company highlights its competitive pay and benefits, averaging around $30 an hour, including healthcare, tuition coverage, and paid family leave, and criticizes the union's proposed pay increases as excessive and potentially disruptive. Starbucks emphasizes investment in staffing, scheduling, career growth, and technology, noting record low turnover and strong applicant interest. Now, I'm sure Miss Kelly has a great job at Starbucks. I am also pretty sure that she's not working for $30 an hour, let alone $15 per hour. So what is the reality about these benefits? As Miss Kelly wrote, some baristas do get $30 an hour, but there is a tiny condition for that. You have to work at least 20 hours a week. Now, the problem with that is the majority of the baristas are scheduled to work 19 hours a week, so they are not qualifying for these extra benefits. So their pay in reality is nothing close to the $30 per hour Miss Kelly is talking about. This is why so many Starbucks workers rely on SNAP and Medicaid, while the CEO earned $96 million in 4 months. The union argues Starbucks must invest in workers, provide safe and properly staffed workplaces, proper working hours, to be able to qualify for the benefits, and stop aggressive union busting. Because Starbucks has a long history of labor violations with over 400 proven cases and 700 unresolved charges, including 125 filed in 2025 alone. So all of this unresolved dispute leads us to November 13th, 2025, the Red Cup Day. So what is Red Cup Day? This day is typically one of the company's busiest day of the year. Since 2018, Starbucks has given out free reusable cups on that day to customers who buy a holiday drink. And free stuff equals more customers. So the union wants to show Starbucks that they cannot stay open and be profitable without workers. So over 1,000 Starbucks baristas launched the Red Cup Rebellion strike on November 13th, protesting unfair labor practices and the company's refusal to finalize a fair union contract. Many notable politicians, such as Zohran Mamdani, AOC, and Bernie Sanders, stand with the strike.
We are talking about a CEO of a company who made $96 million just last year. $96 million, which is 6,666 times the median Starbucks worker's salary. That's the kind of disparity that we are seeing here. And what these workers are asking for is the bare minimum. They are asking for a salary that they can actually live off of. They are asking for hours they can actually build their life around. They are asking for the violations of labor law to finally be resolved.
So you're looking at two Americas. People on top never had it better. People, working class people, struggling every single day.
A week after the strike started, on the 20th November 2025, the Starbucks union strike escalated. The strike expanded, now targeting 95 stores in 65 cities, with around 2,000 baristas participating. So, what was Starbucks' response to the strike? The company said the strike has caused minimal disruption to its operation and noted that this year's Red Cup Day was the strongest in the company's history in terms of sales and store traffic. According to Placer.ai, a location data company, Starbucks' foot traffic jumped 44.5% on Red Cups Day compared to this year's daily average. Starbucks also said that only 49 of the 65 stores that the union vowed to strike last week experienced any disruptions, and 29 of those have reopened. Starbucks' response is very clear. They do not care about the union's demands. They do not view the union as an equal bargaining partner. They emphasized that 99% of their US stores remain open to the public. To quote Starbucks' spokesperson, regardless of the union's plans, we do not anticipate any meaningful disruption. When the union is ready to return to the bargaining table, we are ready to talk. As of the 23rd of November, there is no agreement reached, unfortunately, and in my personal opinion, I don't think there will be any agreement. Starbucks, again, is very, very clear that they do not care. They are only seeing their workers as robots. They do not care because they only see profits. And profits are threatened if they have to increase pay. So this is how we arrive at chapter 3. How can you help? Well, stop going to Starbucks. Stop buying their overpriced stuff. Consumers have the power. 1,000 or more workers can't do much alone. They need your support. These workers are brave, standing up for something simple, a livable wage and the benefits Starbucks claim to provide. When Starbucks says, and I quote, "The facts are clear. Starbucks offers the best job in retail, with pay and benefits averaging around $30 per hour for hourly partners. People choose to work here and stay here. Our turnover is less than half the industry average, and we receive more than 1 million job applications every year." Well, thank you, Starbucks. It's not a brag. You receive more than 1 million job applications every year because people need jobs, because unemployment is rising and the cost of living is also rising. So everyone needs a job, and Starbucks barista job is a pretty entry-level job. So it's something that can be very widely reached. And it is absolutely not a dig at the baristas, because I think you have to be a really fantastic person to work in any customer service, let alone Starbucks. It is very, very demanding, and that is exactly why they deserve the $30 per hour job or position and pay, but they do not get it, as we established before, because they are not let to work 20 hours a week, which is the bare minimum to get those benefits. They are scheduled to work as 19 hours or 18 hours. These jobs are demanding emotionally, mentally, physically, so the least the company should provide is a livable wage. Baristas need your help. Why? Because Starbucks correctly claimed that this strike isn't causing any notable disruption, which is a good thing for them, and a very bad and very scary thing for the baristas, and even for you, because it gives a precedent to other companies. It shows that they don't care about their partner voices, and they do not have to care about it. Because what is going to happen? Maybe a few stores close for a day. They do not care. It's not that much of a loss for them. And most people just go to another Starbucks location for like 20 meters away, because in every freaking corner there is a Starbucks. And so if other companies face the same issues, they're just going to react the same way. If it's working for Starbucks, it must be working for them, right? So this is why we really, really have to stop this and stand with the strikers, stand with the union, and fight for livable wages. And if it's not convincing enough, consider this. Starbucks is playing its customers too. They let loyal consumers, fans, line up hours before opening for a bear cup, for example, that they know isn't even ready or isn't even in stock, creating artificial scarcity. The corporate office knows the demand and the trends and the hype they generate. It's all a marketing tactic. The FOMO saves them millions in marketing budget and distracts consumers from the real issues. Just as the holiday season ramps up, they want you focused on the cute bear, not their controversies. Don't let them play you. And next month, they are gonna roll out something else and do the same thing. This time, maybe a cute bear with a Santa Claus hat on it, or I don't know, whatever they decide to do. Every single week, a new trend pops up, clearly manufactured and hyped until the masses catch the wave. For example, the crumble cookies, Labubu craze, Stanley's, Airborne, whatever. Are you wrong for wanting to join in, fit in, and participate? No. Are you constantly getting scammed? Yes. The Bear Cup is just the latest example, and it's embarrassing. Don't fall for it, or the overpriced limited edition gingerbread, caramel, iced frappuccino, hot liquid stuff. Whatever they decide to put out, it's all just recycled ideas that they throw on the menu. It's the same thing. Not good quality coffee, just a sugary liquid dessert that is very, very overpriced. The current Starbucks stands for nothing but shareholder value, profits, and stock price. It does not prioritize customer satisfaction or safe work environments. Let's stand together against exploitative companies, demand change, and if they refuse, let's walk away. There are plenty of independent cafes offering better quality at lower prices. Seek out those hidden gems, see through the gimmicks, and stop letting them scam you out of your hard-earned money. So, in a nutshell, let's boycott this company. And every company that treats their workers and customers like that. We don't need them, they need us. I, for one, have been doing my part for a long time because I just simply don't like Starbucks. I've tried around 5 times. It was always a letdown for me, but I guess it's just not for me. I stick to my coffee made at home with my mocha pot, and that's all. I know for many, Starbucks is for convenience, and others it is an experience. And I get it, it's really cool, and the ambience is chill, especially if you're not there in the rush hour. But again, you have so many other options. Starbucks is all about giving customers many, many options. Maybe right now we just have to reinterpret those options and choose one outside of Starbucks. If you are still here, thank you so much for listening to it. And please comment down and subscribe. It is my first video. I know that my accent can be very tricky. I promise you, I recorded it so many times and every time it just gets worse. So this is the last version of it. And so let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And I think I will make more videos about Starbucks because it is just definitely a company I view as very, very exploitative. And so, thank you for joining me. See you next time. Bye.